Hey y'all, welcome to Fitting and Homemaking. My name is Sarah, and today we are going to be doing fall decor. So I don't have a ton of fall decor, which we'll get into later, but mostly where I do seasonal decor in my house is the mantle, which is looking a little bit scraggly, I guess. These are birthday cards and that sort of thing, so it's kind of leftover spring, summer things that just have accumulated that need to go elsewhere. So first we are going to clear the mantle off so that we have a clean space to work with, goodness gracious. And then we are going to take a look at the fall decor and figure out where we would like to place that. So let's get this cleared off real quick. Aren't these guys so cute? These are, the frog is a piece of pottery that my son painted, and the bunny is a piece of pottery that my daughter painted at their daycare. They were having fun summer activities, and so they were up on there. But I think I'm gonna put them on their dresser in their room. All right. That goes with a fidget toy. That's kind of fall-like. It's been up here for a very long time, but we'll put that with fall decorations. We'll see if we can do anything with that. This is part of a fidget toy. This is kind of fall-like. I guess we'll put that with the fall stuff, even though we don't do candles in here. Okay, so this is like spring decor. Another piece of spring decor, so I'll make sure that these get stored. This is actually part of a toy that my kids have. It's actually a pretty cool toy. It comes in this little box, but you can make your own garden with it. But return these to their home. Okay, unfortunately this stays here. We'd like to move it over there since it's like sound coming from the side. When we're watching TV we have a projector, so we just project TV on the wall on the few occasions we watch it. But there's not a good place to put it over there, so it's gotta stay here for now. Birthday flowers, some of these are looking pretty sad. Maybe I'll pull out a few. We'll put those in the kitchen for now. Okay, these are little battery powered tea lights, so we'll put that with the general decor, see if they make it back up here or not. A couple little stickers. Guess those will go to my, are these stickers? Yes, they're stickers. And find somewhere else for this candle. All right, and we're gonna be super amazing at cleaning and use a wet wipe because I am excited to get decorating, and this gets the dust off as well as anything else, right? And we have a couple of things hidden behind this speaker so that our kids can't get to it, but so that we know where it is. It's been a while. All right, and something else I forgot to take down are these pictures. Those are definitely spring summer decor. Let me go throw this away, and I will take those down and store those in the closet. And these are just command strip things that I reuse every year. Actually, just leave the X's on the wall so I don't have to remeasure. Go put these with them. All right, so that's been cleaned off. I went and got the small command hooks. I don't know if you can see, but I have some clear command hooks up here. That's usually where I put garlands. But we'll see if I want to do that or if I actually want to hang it from below here. We'll see. All right, y'all, now we get a tour of the fall decor. So this is the outside wreath, which has actually held up pretty well over the years. So love that. I'll change that out. This guy in the back is kind of like a hand-me-down, I think for my mom, and same with these little pumpkin guys. Honestly, I don't particularly care for them that much, but I just don't have very much fall decor, so I've kept them. These two guys were a gift from my aunt. This one's missing an arm, unfortunately. I feel like this guy is more Halloween, but he matches this guy, so I usually put him out a little bit early. We'll see if we use those. Those are the tea lights and the feather I just took down. We have some window clings, the few that have, here, move that. The few that have actually survived my children, so those will probably go up on the mirror. And I have these two glass vases, however you want to say it. And these guys, folks, this is dried wheat. So I usually put those in the tall vases. Something that is difficult about this mantle is, let me show you from the side. That mantle is only 4 inches deep-ish. I'm guessing that's about 4 inches. Maybe 6. It's not a very deep mantle, so it's a little bit hard to find things to put on it. So when I do, they all tend to be at kind of the same size, but these vases are, you know, the diameter is small enough to just kind of fit on there so that I can get some taller things on there. So I was pulling this stuff out and it's just not much. Most of my fall decor, it turns out, is Halloween stuff, which, you know, is great for my kids, but I want to have fall out now and I feel like a little weird putting out Halloween before October. So I did somewhat of a no-no for my low spend year, and I went and I got new fall decorations that were my choice. So let's come over here and see what I got. So these are little floral picks here that I got that I think will be really good. I saw this guy. We don't have a lot of pictures up, and I thought that would be nice. I think instead of the mantle, I'll probably put that on the entryway shelf, which is this guy over here, because we haven't really decorated it much, and it's nice. I feel like that will be a nice place to introduce some more decor. All right, back to this. So I think that pumpkin is going to go on there, and it's actually for holding pictures. Ooh, that one's a little bit hard to do. I should have checked that one before I bought it. That one's fine. I'll have to see if this guy got it. Ooh, there he goes. There he goes. He was just stuck. So I can print out some pictures and hang some pictures on there, which will be nice to have something like that. Okay, let's see. This I saw at Target. This was the most expensive thing, but it has a lid that comes off, and I think I'm going to sneak some Werther's candies in here because caramel for fall, or maybe some normal caramels. And then I thought these guys were cute. I love to bake, and when the fall season hits, I really start to get the urge to bake. So I got this one, and I feel like my kids will think these are cute. So it's trying to make sure the decor is not only kid-proof, but like the kids enjoy it and like it as well. And this guy just peeking out of the mushroom with the little leaves and the acorns I thought was super cute as well. But see, this is what I'm saying. Most of these things are the same height. So I did get the picks to try to add like some extra height, and found these little bottles, which I think can go in between seasons as needed. But they're small enough to go on there. I'll just take the cork out of the top and I'll put these picks in. And then the garland that I had was candy corn garland, which is fine for Halloween, but I wanted something a little bit more fall-like, and this was just the one that I liked the best. I like that it has this kind of like bright pinkish, reddish, purpley color. Mulberry is the color I'm looking for, and so that's why I got these to kind of tie that color in as well. I got 2 of these and enough of the pick stuff for 2 of those as well. I don't know if they're both gonna go on the mantle or if that's too matchy-matchy. Maybe one will go on the entryway thing. I don't know. So I've never decorated with these things before. I have the receipts in case we hate something, you know. But I also have that kind of mulberry color in my chairs over here. Hi, Max Max. He's a good boy. But that color is kind of already in the chairs there. So trying not to turn too fast for you guys. But I like that it's kind of different textures. We got some metal, we have some glass, we have some more wood-like things. So let's see what I can do. Let me put you back on the tripod and we'll get busy. Not get together, my goodness. Okay, so hopefully this is a good view for you guys. I think, what do I want to start with? Honestly, I want to start with the new stuff because that's what I'm excited about. So let's start with that. All right, I'm just going to randomly put these up here, and there's a hornet, a dead hornet on the floor. Let me go take care of that real quick. I naturally stepped around it. I was like, what am I stepping around? Okay, these guys are so cute. The guy's a little bit wobbly though, that's okay. It's got some industrial tape on here. Goodness, we'll just stick that on my pants. All right, I think that's so cute. All right, and I am gonna go ahead and take the tags off of these so that they actually fit in here, because I know I like these, so these are not going to be going back. Now it reminds me of feathers and boas and what time of year do you guys allow yourself to decorate for fall? Do you wait for the official start of fall, which, you know, is in late September? Or do you live somewhere where fall comes earlier than that? I generally just try to wait until after Labor Day. Today's the day after Labor Day, so mission accomplished with waiting that long. You guys, I really like how this looks. And then oh, I'm not even gonna try to break this. I'm too afraid I'm gonna break a pine cone off, but it's got one of those little plastic things. Let me go get some scissors. And I always forget where the scissors are now because my son kept getting into the drawer and grabbing the scissors, so we had to move them. All right, I'm just gonna be throwing the trash on the floor from now on. We will sweep that up later. You guys, is that not cute? I even like how you can see the sticks. It's almost like one of those incense holder things. All right, love that. And I really was trying not to drop a fortune on this stuff. Pretty sad still about the closing of Joann Fabrics because that's generally where I got my holiday decor from. So I had to go to Michael's. I did try to check out Home Goods and their stuff was all Halloween stuff. And it was just not what I was looking for. Oops. It's absolutely not what I was looking for. I love the little corks. Ooh, that one's in there quite a bit tighter. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think? Does the white have to be in the middle for it not to look weird? I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy. I mean, obviously they're gonna match because it's the exact same thing, but. All right, just want to get the basic elements up here first. Ooh, should we put a feather in one? What do we think about that? All right. Put the garland on. Now, I don't know if I want this. That's not even. Do I want it draping down like that, or do I want it like hanging? Maybe we bring Mr. Hawk over here. I always feel like he needs to be on the other side, but again, he's like the same height as the rest of it, so that, ugh. And that's two like that. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. See, these guys are like kind of the same height too. Maybe they should go near the entryway. We have these candles. Ooh, that garland's really off kilter. Why didn't you guys tell me? Come on now, you gotta help me out. Is that better? I do like that with the feather in it to make it a little bit different. I think maybe these guys and Mr. Hawk. I don't know, guys. It's like too matchy-matchy and too much the same height. Should I add the other taller ones? Because then I think that might be too much. Well, let's just do it and see. Do we take out the pink bits and just leave the wheat? Do we do something like all right, how about this? Should we move this guy to the entryway? I just don't want him hidden though. And this still feels like too matchy-matchy. But there's just not really a lot I can do with varying front to back. I mean, do we put them right here? That's where the button to turn it on is. That's gonna be a little inconvenient. But usually I put the pumpkins on top of there. I mean, can this scoot out some? Don't love that. All right, let's noodle on this a little bit. And oh, some of this is stuck in there. We don't want that. We want all of it sticking up, don't we? There we go. I do like the plumage feel. Why don't we try this guy? We'll try this guy on the other side. Let's go to the entryway shelf and see what we can do over there. Okay, so this is the entryway shelf. We haven't really been using this as a catch-all, so maybe that goes down. Should we put him here? Oh, he is cute there. I was kind of thinking about this guy being up here though. And then that's kind of crowded. And if I put him in there, you kind of don't see the bottom of it. I was thinking maybe of, yeah, like, I mean, that's there. I mean, he does look cute here, but I feel like that's too crowded. This is something of my husband, so I like to try to incorporate it and stuff. No, it just doesn't look right. I do like that there though, so we can see pictures right when we come in. I mean, I really don't know how to decorate this. I assumed we'd be, you know, putting stuff in here. Maybe it needs a basket? Feels silly putting a basket in something that already holds something though. Well, I guess I'll leave it like that now for a pop of color, but yeah. All right, let's go back over to the mantle and then we'll change out the wreath and I think we'll be done. Maybe like this, since they're shorter, and then these things aren't so matchy-matchy. Ooh, I think maybe I like that. I think maybe I like that. Is it too much? let's think about it while we put the little gel clings on the mirror. I really like these colors. I like this kind of orangey red, and then it goes with the burgundies. And even though this is a little bit more pink, I think it still is okay. And this is so simple. They had some with like leaves on them and that sort of thing, but it just didn't look right. I was also looking for a vase that was kind of like more of this color. But then I found these and they were just the perfect size, and I figure I can use them for other things. All right, let's see if I can do this. Okay. And there did used to be a lot more than these, but my kids just mess with them too much. We put them on the front storm door. Bloop. This is hard to do when you're holding them. We put some on the front storm door, and they just absolutely demolished them. And these I just kind of put wherever. Put that one falling down like that. As you can tell, I'm very much not a decorator. Some of this green in here. And I think I'm gonna leave these really bright ones for when I do the Halloween stuff. We have some other Halloween ones, but I think I'll leave the really bright ones for then. Oops, it's got a little gunk in it. What do we think? Let me stand back. All right, I think that is going to be it. Let me cut the tags off of these guys because they still have their tags on. But I like it. It's a lot more than I would normally put up here, but I actually like the fullness and I like all the textures. I actually really like this in here too. Aren't I so great? Totally kidding. I know that this is not a fantastic display by any means. Let's zhush these a little. All right, hopefully my husband's not too disappointed to see those guys again, but I just needed something with more height variation than what this was giving me. All right. I was going to cut the tags off. All right, let's cut the tags off these guys. And I don't know if you saw before, but it's like all this. And then there's a furry tail behind. I just really like all the different textures. All right, that's that one. I'll just toss that on the floor with the rest of the stuff. And I was looking for kind of more mushroomy stuff. And they were all just, they didn't look great. They just didn't look great. So this is what we ended up with. I am super happy with this, actually. I'm surprised by how happy with this I am. Hopefully the kids like it. Hopefully they like the little baker character and the little guy peeping out of the mushroom and the texture of this stuff. So let's go ahead and I'll take you outside with me to switch out the wreath, and then I'll clean up the floor a little bit because there's stuff all over the floor, and I'll give you a little overview. Okay, y'all, that is my spring summer wreath. Apologize, my hand is a little shaky. But normally I have circular wreaths, but the birds kept nesting in the spring summer wreath, and the little baby birds would poop all over it, and I just have to throw them away each year. So we got this guy to combat that. It's got a nice spooky spider web on it already. But let's take this guy off. There, and yay, the new fall wreath. Also needs to be zhuzhed a little bit. Some of these guys have like fallen off over the years. You can see like right there. But wreaths are not cheap, and I actually really quite like this one. Wonder if I can get that guy to turn in. There. Does that look better? Ooh, as I almost fell down the stairs. I think so. All right, y'all, here is my fall wreath. Go up the stairs, hopefully without tripping. We come in. We ignore all the mess. We'll get some pictures up there. And I added the taller candle over on the edge and the smaller one. I think it looks slightly better. I just don't really know what to do with that space. But then we have my tripod in the way. I should have moved that. Then we have this space, and I really love it. So this is just, sorry for my shadow of wheat. Up close. Here, let me stand over here now that the front door is open. It's making all kinds of shadows. It's just a container. And then the cork. Love that. This little guy. It's my little battery candles. Some of the leaf gels, just a few. Mr. Hawk. The other one with the actual hawk's feather. We just found that on a neighborhood walk. My baker with the bushy tail. Sorry, that should have been private. The wheat, and then this amazing, though simple garland. And guys, I really, really like this. Thank you for watching all the way to the end and sticking through my hemming and hawing about what would be best and what would not be best. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.